My girlfriend wanted me to treat her like a princess for her birthday, so I took her out, got her drunk, and crashed the car. A man was on his way to the bar when he found a woman tied to the railroad tracks. He untied her and they had sex. He got to the bar and his friend asked him why he was so late. He told them what he had found and how many different positions he had sex in. His friend asked him if he got head. He replied that he couldn't find it. Today, I donated my watch, my phone, and $500 to a poor homeless guy. You wouldn't believe my happiness as he slid the pistol back into his pocket. They laughed at my crayon drawing, so I laughed at their chalk outline. The toaster, otherwise known as the ultimate bath bomb. Where did Sally go when she got lost in a minefield? Everywhere. So I wanted to give you guys a sample of my current voicemail recording. If you have reached this recording, please hang up and text me, because I haven't checked my voicemail since 2005. Wrestling, a sport where men without pants fight for a belt. My wife asked me why I always go out on the balcony when she starts singing. I told her it's so that way people can physically see that I'm not beating her. Little Jennifer used to get made fun of at the bus stop for being stupid. One of the things the bullies used to like to do was have her choose between a nickel and a dime and see which one was greater value. She always took the nickel. One day, a neighbor came outside and said, "Hey, Jennifer, you know a nickel isn't worth as much as a dime even though it's bigger, right?" Jennifer just turned to him and said, "Yeah, but if I stopped taking the nickels and took a dime instead, they would stop giving them to me. So far, I've accumulated $20. When a guy says, "I'll call you," what he really means is, "I'm not gonna call you." When a guy says, "She's just a friend," what he really means is, I've never had sex with her, I totally would have sex with her, but I've not had sex with her. I'm with you now, and I'm flattered about your jealousy, but don't worry about her. When a guy says, "I never masturbate," what he really means is, I've managed to cut it down to about 3 times a day. When a guy says, "I like a girl who doesn't wear makeup," what he really means is, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but just don't dress up like a clown. It smells weird. If I touch you, it gets all the fuck over me. I just don't want it to be ridiculous, but you look great. When a guy says, "It's a guy thing," what he really means is, if you don't understand it, I don't know how to explain it to you, and it's actually probably kind of dumb anyway, so just forget about it. When a guy says, "You look great in that dress," what he really means is, can we just fucking go? When a guy says, "I'm really tired," what he really means is, of course we're gonna have sex, just can you be on top this time? So, a friend of mine asked me how to get really cheap views in a video. And so I told him I'd just make a TikTok about it, and I'll show you right now. A teacher was out at recess and noticed that one of the boy students was making these horrible faces at the little girls. So she went to the boy and said, "Johnny, when I was a little girl, they told me that if I made these little ugly faces all day, my face would freeze that way." Johnny just looked at the teacher and said, "Well, you can't say you weren't warned." A robber jumped out in front of a well-dressed man and stuck his gun in his ribs. He said, "Give me your money." The man looked horrified and he said, "You can't do this, I'm a U.S. congressman." So the robber said, "In that case, give me my money." So, you don't actually wash your hands. They wash each other while you just stand there and watch. I feel really bad for super, super hot people, because when they get rejected, they know it's because of their personality. My kids say they want a cat for Christmas. Normally, I cook a ham, but whatever'll make them happy, I guess. A soldier was deployed overseas when his fiancée wrote to him to break off their engagement. She asked if he would send her back her picture. He was so annoyed by this, he went around to the other soldiers and gathered pictures of unwanted women. He put them all in a pile, sent them back to his ex-fiancée with a note that said, "I couldn't remember which one is yours. Please take yours and send back the rest." What's blonde and dead in a closet? The hide-and-seek champion from 1995. Mozz had the very first tablet that could connect to the cloud. I find it really ironic that the colors red, white, and blue stand for freedom until they're flashing lights behind you.